Everybody, Travis at MUDDCreek.com. Today reviewing the IX2000 by Shimano. This is part of their, they have the Quickfire 2, has that trigger on it, which is really nice. Just show you how that works. As you reel back to just set it, you're getting ready to cast, all you do is you just reel back like this, locks into place, grab your line like that, and then pull back like this. And I just keep my line pinched right there up against the trigger. As you cast, you let go. Kind of the best of both worlds between spinning and a spin cast reel. I really like these. I've used one for years. I've had one. I had an older version of this, actually same reel, for years, and it just barely went out after about 18 years of use, and it was partly my own fault because I put a very heavy lure on it, and I was messing around out in the river trying to catch the biggest fish I could just for fun, and it ended up breaking the drag on it. But you know, like I said, that was after 18 years of use, and so it did really well. Very impressed by them. A couple of the features, it does have a rear drag instead of a front drag. Sometimes those are actually kind of nice, a little easier to get to than maybe a front drag. Front drag, you have to reach around here to adjust it, whereas the rears, you're just, you know, if you got a big fish on you, you adjust the drag, you can just drop your hand off the handle and move down, and you're good to go. So this is the middle version of, you know, they have three different sizes. Just show you those real quick. This one already has line on it. This is the 4000, and then this is the 1000. So the 2000 is the in-between version. You know, this is a good solid one for just kind of your everyday fishing. You know, most people, especially if you're fishing trout and things like that, probably get away with this one just fine. You know, you don't need to go too heavy, but this is obviously, if you want to go with a little bigger version, then the smaller one is great for, you know, pack reels and pack rods to take a little lighter weight, and you know, it doesn't hold as big a capacity, good for streams and small, you know, mountain lakes and things like that. So give you an idea here, the line capacity on this. Okay, so it's just to explain line capacity, you really should follow it. A lot of people don't, but if you look on most reels, they're going to say somewhere on it, they're going to have line capacity written right here, and it's going to tell you basically what that means is how much pound test you should put on of line, and how many yards can this reel hold. So it'll give you usually three different options. So a 6-pound test, it can hold 170 yards. With 8-pound test, it can hold 120 yards. And then with 10-pound test, it can hold 100 yards. Honestly, with a lot of these, I probably wouldn't go much more over 8-pound test anyway. Keep in mind when you put line on, less is always more. You know, you think, yeah, I want to have all the line I can so I never run out. But a lot of times when you do that, the line will start to fall off the spool here as you're reeling in, especially the first couple times you use it. And so just be cautious of that. I would rather sit down and put some new line on, you know, and not have to deal with it out in the field, because when you get tangles, I've spent hours before trying to take out tangles, and you know, by the end of it you're like, why did I even waste my time with that? So if you just, you know, follow this line capacity from the beginning, you'll have a lot less headaches in the long run. So I'd think about that. You know, I think as Americans and as people in general, we just tend to like to put a lot on of things and have, you know, we think more is more, and really in this situation I'd say less is more. One other feature, you can actually, if you don't want that trigger to lock back, you can have it so you can just reel both ways. I don't know how often you'd really use that. I don't tend to use that, but it's there if you want it. So otherwise you lock it in place, and no matter where you're at, if you just always reel back, the trigger's going to line up every time, grab the string or the line and cast it. So big handle, has plenty of you know, room to mess with, gives you plenty of leverage. Like I said, these are kind of the base models of the Shimano reels, been around for years. Can't go wrong with them though, you really can't. They do really well. Highly recommend them, especially just starting out. If you're not, you know, sure if you want to switch to Shimano, buy one of these and just try it out and see if you like it. Then you can upgrade to one of their nicer ones that has more ball bearings in it. Gear ratio on this one is 4.1:1, so just keep that in mind. It's about 8.6 ounces. I'll just wait here to show you. You know, it shows 8.7 there, so it's probably going to vary a little bit, but you know, and then as you put line on, it'll probably add another ounce or two, so keep that in mind. But fairly lightweight. It's a great reel, you can't go wrong with it. Highly recommend these. Like I said, I've used them for years and haven't had any big issues. So come check us out at www.muddcreek.com. Thanks.